That's what.
Yeah.
And you're smoking. You're smoking a low stick right now.
He's got a low stick in his mouth, not me. Him.
Okay. Okay.
Mm. Oh.
And it's like,
I'm just gonna look at it, kind of hold it up. Why?
Then the pain hits. Ah!
lean forward with the las cutter, light the low stick, pull it back. You killed Jertz for his grenades. What were you thinking? I told you no grenades. Then you throw them down the goddamn hall while we're standing in it.
If you get technical, I killed him for his insolence. The grenades were a perk.
Are you on Obscura?
No.
Wait, don't answer that. Did you even think about what you were going to do afterwards?
Yes, have grenades.
I warned you about using the warp, yet you just keep using it, putting our lives in danger every step of the way.
But it's just a tool.
It's
Like a
luck,
gun.
Eli. It's luck.
But like my dice. My whole life has been luck.
Do you still have your dice? Or did it explode with your hand?
They're in the right hand. He shot my left, thank goodness.
Okay.
Danita says you tried to burn down the house after we left.
Maybe.
Why would you do that? We were the last ones in it. Who do you think they're going to be looking for?
Well, we won't be the last ones in it anymore, will we?
If you burned it down, we'll be the only ones they're looking for. And then you didn't even tell Reparo or I?
About the fire?
What do you mean about the fire?
Which
Lied to
fire?
Reparo when he turned around. You injected him with Obscura. I know damn well you know what that is.
I have not injected Reparo with Obscura yet.
Not Reparo, Jertz, you asshole.
I was trying to ease his pain. Somewhat.
Listen, if you ever... I'm pointing a finger at him, and I got the last cutter in the other hand. If you ever pull a stunt like that again without even considering the consequences, the next bullet will be coming out of your face.
I thought we were friends. I was helping you.
I'm only your friend until you need some grenades. If
been
Jertz
helping-
wasn't here, would you have killed me?
Do you have grenades?
I take the last
no.
cutter and I put it up. You know
No.
damn well I have grenades.
I wouldn't have hurt you. You're my friend. I don't have many friends.
Maybe
We're
it's
still
because
friends,
you
right?
keep killing them.
Even though you shot me, we're still friends, right?
You know, I had a friend like you back in the gang. He did things like this. He took chances. Do you know where he is now?
Where?
And not my fault. He's dead. He took too many chances.
His number came up.
He did.
So he's not bleeding out. He just has no hand.
Yeah.
Can
He's lucky
I
enough
try?
not to? Yeah. You try what?
I know you don't like the warp.
Why did you need to use the grenades? Why did you need to murder Jertz? I'm looking over at his stuff now. You see this stuff? Look what you got here. All
I'm gonna-
perfectly useful.
I remember that axe. Yes. And that knife, fond memories. Recent.
There's probably still some blood on it.
It's hard to trust you, Eli. You take chances. You don't tell us what you're doing. You nearly got Reparo killed back at the house. I saw you channeling the warp.
That was him?
That
I
was-
say. Now I'm pointing the gun at him.
I wasn't
Yes, it
meaning
was him.
for them to hurt you. I wanted to hurt them.
If Reparo wasn't here, you and I would both be dead. Do you know how many guards were coming? You have any clue how many Imperial guards there are?
Potentially enough.
I'm looking for that information on my data slate.
There's a battalion of Imperial guards. Have you never been on a planet?
I'm not really doing that.
Well, technically, not so much. No.
You would take that chance without even knowing?
Can't we airlock them?
Not on a planet.
Don't you have something similar to an airlock? Jettison them into the water or something? I don't know.
You're going to murder them while by drowning them in the water.
Why not? I can't cleanse them by flame. Which I probably can now. Well, I didn't know that this was going so badly. I thought that after our talk in the desert that I was proving myself and to be useful and helpful. I've been trying to be extra helpful to y'all. Yes, yes.
We warned you. We said stop doing this.
To be helpful. You said to be helpful. Not to be... What was it I was not supposed to be?
Okay, listen. Who drives the truck?
Ah,
How helpful is that?
not Jerts anymore.
No shit. Who do you think's going to be looking for Jerts now? Where was he last?
Not us. We know where he is.
We know exactly where he is. And you know what? So did they.
There's a hole over there that nobody knows about.
They're going to look for Jerts. They're going to find us here.
No, the guy, he had a big knife.
You know what? Whatever you need to say for this, this is ridiculous. I don't even know. You're going to tell Reparo he has to tell them a lie? Does that even compute? I look over at Reparo.
My gun's still pointed at you lie.
You saw the big guy kill Jerts, didn't you, Reparo?
We need to bring him in for a trial, I say. We have to report Jerts' death to the powers that be.
He needed to be put down. He was endangering the mission.
You're endangering the mission.
I'm part of the mission.
That's why I don't understand why you are the way you are.
To help you.
You have a strange definition of the word help.
Look, Eli, what are you trying to get here? This, the Inquisition, it's starting to seem like a way out for me. And you're risking that every time you pull one of these stunts, where you murder someone, knowingly try and burn down houses, like you're leaving a trail. It doesn't take an expert to track down who did what. They're going to catch up to us. They're going to blame us. They're going to look for us. Then they're going to tell other people, and then they will be less reluctant to help us should we go to other planets. And you saw how it was when we came here. They didn't want to help us to begin with. Imagine if they find out one of us is a psychopath that likes burning down houses and murdering people in cold blood.
But he looks like such a friendly fellow. I'm going to glance over at Reparo, holding the gun at me. I think we can make this work. Even with the shortcomings.
Nico, it's pointless reasoning with him. He has no reason in his mind.
them.
I find it strange that what you took from our last conversation was to be more helpful.
I was supposed to be more helpful and prove to you that I was helpful and not dangerous.
Yeah.
To you.
You know what? More helpful would be take less chances.
When he says that, I'm just going to kind of look down at the dice in my hand. And I'm actually quiet for once.
Dun, dun, dun. So which hand did you blow up? His left hand?
Left hand.
Okay.
Right? Right.
Left hand, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Correct. Correct. His left hand.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna get up, turn off the las cutter, drop it down with his other shit. Just kind of like, you got a smoke lit in your mouth, by the way, and then just got a low stick lit in his mouth, and just walk over to
meanwhile,
Reparo.
this entire conversation, it's been like stuck to his bottom lip, going up and down, and slowly, it's like half burnt out. There's somehow this like impossibly long ash on it.
Yeah.
I'm going to pocket the dice and actually.
I'm just gonna
Not
walk
say
over to
anything.
Reparo.
Okay, so sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know what you want to do with Eli.
You were saying this to Reparo?
I don't think he needs to be tried. I do think we need to tell the Inquisitor
How about we explain
but
Jertz's death to the military?
listen, here's the problem. If we tell the military that he killed Jertz, do you think they're going to let us off this planet?
We must seek a course of action from the Inquisitor.
Right. I think we should.
How do we contact the Inquisitor?
I don't know. Did he leave you anything?
I still have that.
He left me this note to see Rosemary in the city.
I still have the out of game, out of character. I still have that thingy. What's it called?
The calm thing?
The fake
Yeah.
Oh, your Vox?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have his number.
Is there any way I could figure it out?
No.
Interfacing with the tech?
No, there's.
I can't do like a reverse lookup.
You can try, but not. It's very unlikely an Inquisitor can be found if he doesn't want to be.
Like Reparo, we're in a world of hurt if we tell the military that he killed Jertz. I'm not saying he's in for a world of hurt. We're endangering ourselves if we tell him that. I say what he was saying. Just tell him that this dude Quintus murdered him, and then we'll go to the Inquisitor and we'll tell him what actually happened. I think if anyone's going to bring him to justice, it's not going to be these Imperial guards. He's totally ready to just burn them all to the ground. And I look back at Eli and just kind of like glare.
Still solemn, still quiet.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Are you saying that out of character, or are you just?
Yeah, I'm not. Repair's not saying anything. He's just.
Okay. Look, if you don't feel comfortable doing it, I can totally tell them what happened, and I do like air quotes.
I still don't react to any of that.
I'm going to shamble forward somewhat and, in a ridiculous-looking fashion, I'm sure, attempt to put things back where they belong with the use of one hand.
Pick up your shit, Lefty. Let's go. And I will
Righty.
walk over and attempt to help him.
Righty. Well, I guess lefty if you're talking about his stumpy left hand.
I was talking about his stumpy left hand.
Stumpy.
After I get everything up, I want to wrap that in some kind of bandage, I guess, or cloth.
Do you have any bandage?
Jertz had a shirt.
Didn't you make a backpack out of a pair of pants?
Yes, and Jertz has pants. If I'm put back together, just go look at Jertz. I have things to think on now.
Okay. Just here's what's going to be happening because of the fact that you lost your hand. You're at a -20 on any skill check involving two hands.
Okay.
You can spend 100 XP to reduce that penalty by 10.
Mm-hmm.
You're fatigued right now. You have 3 fatigue. So it's going to take you an hour of not doing pretty much, like, no combat, no psionics for 1 fatigue to disappear. It's an hour per fatigue. You need to get that stump treated, or it's going to become infected and you will die. You have about a day to get it looked at. And if you don't get it looked at in that day, you have to flat out roll. 20% chance that it didn't become infected without treatment. And if it became infected, you have 1d10 days to live before the infection overcomes you.
All
I
right.
have it all written down, but
Well,
As he's putting this shit together, would you slice Church's throat with? Is it a sword that's sitting there?
It's a knife,
no,
I
it's
think.
a little. It's a knife, a wicked-looking knife.
Okay. You gonna be needing this? I grab it. I'm showing him the knife, looking at Eli.
I am kind of fond of it, but there's a larger one over there. Why, sir?
How big's this knife in regards to Quintus's hands? 'Cause Quintus was large, right?
Yeah.
which knife did you grab? Like Eli's knife?
His Eli's knife, yeah.
He's trying to plant evidence, basically.
Well, everything's going to look freakishly small on Quintus. But it's not like when he mutated his weapons grew with him. Like it wouldn't seem unusual that he's carrying a freakishly small weapon.
Yeah. So a sword would seem like a knife to him?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of like look at Quintus's hands and I'm holding the knife and I'm like, that's not going to work. I reach in my backpack, pull out my sword.
Where's his knife at still? Should still be here.
Whose knife?
Quintus had a big knife.
Did he have a
was
big
going
knife?
Yeah, he was going to hurt me with it.
Did he have a knife?
Uh-huh. A big knife.
Oh, okay.
He's also
That's
got he's got physical attacks too, eh? Like he's got claws, I think. To double check.
Okay, just let me... I want to look at Quintus to see if there's any way... I want to do what Reparo was saying and you know...
You want to frame Quintus for Jertz's murder?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like enough stuff around you like that, so that sounds like an intelligence check.
Do I get any bonus because I'm from the criminal underworld,
Uh,
being an assassin?
so you're telling me you've done this before?
I've
Or that he's
definitely
been witness to
murdered-
it before.
Yeah, I'm saying I either murdered someone and rigged it so I would not get blamed, or I either witnessed it.
Yeah, so we'll say this is a routine thing from your background.
Oh my.
You're pretty sure you've just blamed Quintus for everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
He also shot JFK.
Yeah. Reparo gets a memo on his thing that certain historical records have been updated and now point to Quintus. You're like, what? How did you do that?
It sounds just like that. Whoop. He's like, what? Looks at his data slate.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how long it's probably going to take me a while to do that, considering the scene and looking at it. And I don't think it's like a task where you're like, okay, boop, 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 you're done. It's more of a...
Oh, apparently with your role, it's...
It's
He was like,
second
this goes
nature.
here, this goes here.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit of blood over here. You're
Snappy
aligning the
twinkle.
blood spatter and stuff.
Yeah.
Which might throw the other two off a little bit, because I just like, yep, this goes here, this goes here. I don't know. Yeah. It seems like I know exactly what I'm doing.
So yeah, anybody who looked at this, unless they like critically succeeded on a investigation roll, is pretty sure that whatever story you want to be true is true right now.
Okay.
Okay, so
It's so convincing, even I'm starting to believe it.
yeah, if you had a HUD, it's like it's analyzing the scene and telling you that Quintus killed her. You're like, no, he didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like checking my cogitators, touching them.
Something's not working here.
Yeah.
So what do you guys do now? You've collected your materials kind of probably comically and managed to get them into the backpack. A couple times you probably forgot and reached out and were quickly reminded
to grab something.
Yeah. Quickly reminded by the shooting pain. Yeah.
Everything put in the backpack. I'll probably make eye contact with Reparo and then look down and look away.
Yep.
Did you?
I would probably comment something along the lines of, "What's wrong? You don't have any more needles to medicate yourself?"
But I'll just look back up at him and say, I need to get to the medical bay.
I imagine you're correct.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
We need to go find Rosemary in the city. It's the only way I know how to contact the Inquisitor.
So you're heading out? Or
I assume so. I'll tell Eli, you in front.
I'll just look at him and kind of nod. Where are we going?
We have to head into the city.
Okay. Start walking. I'm tired, so I'm leaning on my staff quite a bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Highly fatigued.
So you head out of the building, and like, what are you specifically looking for to head towards the city? Like, you can see it in the distance. Are you just going in that direction, kind of looking for the gates in the wall, or?
Were we trapped in this district?
Yeah, the districts. Yeah, no one can leave. Anybody associated with the PDF, it's probably not particularly liked right now.
Do we know if the quote-unquote ritual was successfully complete or not? I ask Nico and Eli. The whole reason we came in here was to prevent this quote-unquote ritual from being finished, was it not, or to get out?
No, I think remember the ritual was a distraction. It was already completed. He was going to use that.
Should we be worried about that particular situation?
I'd say yes. Didn't Eli say? Eli, you said you were worried about that ritual, were you not?
Yes.
So what now if it's complete and we are still in the district?
We need to get out of the district. But
That
seemed to
tunnel
be-
wasn't complete, was it?
No.
Hmm.
How? We saw the end of the tunnel?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Did we
I
see
can't-
call.
Did we see the end of the tunnel when we were down there?
I don't think he went to the end of the tunnel, but I'm sure you still heard him
Digging.
digging. Like, yeah.
Well, we didn't know what that was, except you knew what that was. We weren't
Right.
sure.
You guys didn't know it. Okay, so I'm asking. I didn't see the end of the tunnel because I didn't go down there, but I
Right.
knew.
You
Is
could
there any way for
reasonably
me to
assume,
tell, like, this is a good way to get out of this district?
My
City knowledge.
like you could use it to get out of the city if you could finish off the digging, but
Yeah, we don't. Is there any way we can figure out how far? How do we know how thick these walls are?
Yeah,
quote
that's
unquote.
kind of what I'm getting. Like,
Yeah.
how much further do you think? I'm trying to figure out: is it reasonable for my character to think like this is an option, or is he looking at it and saying like, that's going to take too much
Shrek,
time?
what are you doing?
I could probably do a check on that.
Your mic's rubbing on something.
Oh, sorry. I was just prepping.
Ah, nice.
So
You
what? Okay,
it
what
would
if I,
take you
like-
some time, yeah.
what if I ran the scenario past Reparo? Like, hey, those walls are about how thick?
Yeah.
And then he kind of like does a check, and then like, okay, so I'll try it and let us know if we can even do this. So I'll just kind of like say, Reparo, how thick do those walls look to you? Do you know? The city walls. And
If I don't know if if that my data slate would have access to that, or if I can just do a rough estimate.
You can just look at it and tell it's
Yeah.
they're about 20 meters thick.
20 meters thick.
Yeah.
Okay, so I say they're about 20 meters thick.
okay, so
Dang.
do you think it's feasible to finish digging the tunnel if we went and took a look at see where he was at down there?
Did we leave yet? Are we still in here?
We're outside of the shack, are we not? I think.
Yeah, you were going. You kind of stepped out.
Okay,
Looked at the city
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back in and see if I can judge how far he got through, how far he's already dug through.
Okay, so he's about. The hut's about about 15 meters away from the wall. Like when you talk about the entrance of the hole, 15 meters, then you estimate that that's about where the wall would be, and it's about 20 meters. 20 meters thick,
Right.
or 20 meters deep in. So you estimate the tunnel's about 5 meters underneath the wall right now.
So there would be another 15 meters to go. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, and plus you have to get up and out on the other side.
Okay. Now, if I'm looking at is he actually digging through the wall itself, or is this like stone and dirt?
He's
From
in
the
like dirt
ground.
and stone and yeah.
Okay.
He's got like a pick type thing and a shovel and
Okay. I'll go out and explain the situation to Nico. Saying we need to dig another 15 meters if we plan to use this exit. That would probably take approximately bleep bloop bleep bloop. I don't know. Do you want me to do an estimate on that, or
the three of you would probably take a while, like probably half.
the two of us and a one-handed
us.
shoveler?
Yeah, the one-handed gimp. Yeah, it'd probably take at least a day.
Yeah. Okay. I tell him it would probably take a day for us to
It's an option,
continue
but,
digging through if we have to.
I think this is like a last resort. We need to find a different way out of here.
Right.
Maybe.
If we're looking around right now and we're outside, do we see anything going on? I'm
What
looking
about
around.
the Baron of the district? Maybe he's got a way out of here.
To answer your question, Reparo, you see most of the PDF guys and gals kind of moving towards the central location, like where you guys would have entered.
They're coming towards us?
No, they're leaving in that direction. Like,
Okay.
as if
Are they? Do they look like they're rushed? Do they look like they're zombies when they're moving? You know
they
what I mean?
seem fine, but they're clearly like packing up, like get the hell out of Dodge.
Okay.
Not
So they know something's going down.
they're not leaving because like panicked rush or something. They're leaving because it's like what they're supposed to be doing. Like it's orderly and it's for what you can tell is standard.
Evacuation procedure.
Yeah.
Okay. How tall are these 20 meter thick walls? Are they 20 meters high, 30 meters high, 40 meters high?
They're good 40, 50 meters high. They're more like well, they're from your point of view they're walls, but
Yeah.
if you were to actually see the edge of them, they're almost like you think of a castle wall where it's a large building.
Okay. Are they like a solid concrete, a cobblestone?
It's concrete. I forget what they call concrete in this world, but that's what it is.
Okay. So it's pretty much a smooth finished wall.
Yeah.
Is what I'm asking. Are they on like an incline at all, or pretty well just straight up, or?
For all intents and purposes, like straight up, like maybe slightly inclined. It might be 18 meters at the top.
Exactly. Yeah, so sort of tapering up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know how we should proceed. Perhaps we should try and locate this person that you know, Nico. I find it unlikely we're going to be able to climb these walls.
I can climb that wall.
And if we're not going to dig under them, I'm not even acknowledging him saying that. then we need to find another exit.
No, I can if you have a long rope.
How?
And to do with that rope, Lefty?
You would have to climb up after when I get it secured to something at the top.
Hold on. How are you going to secure a rope with one hand?
I have teeth. And better yet, I can use other hands.
Are you implying
Yes, he is.
what I think you're implying? Yeah.
The same way I would climb the wall. If need be. I'm going to be rubbing the stump.
It hurts tremendously.
I still need to get to the sick bay.
Well, how should we proceed? Should we get back to the Jeep? I believe I could probably navigate.
Can you drive it? I can navigate.
Yes, I can drive. I've been watching and absorbing information regarding this. It doesn't seem too difficult of a task.
So if you drive that, we can hit. Maybe we can head into the city, or is that an option? Like, how do these districts separated?
How are they separated?
Yeah.
The 20-foot thick walls.
Is there like a gate between districts, or is there like? Is there like an open, like here's the first district and these districts lead to the other districts, or is there like multiple openings?
Yeah, is there multiple accesses between the districts that we know about, or is this usually just the one main?
Yeah, they're connected between any adjacent district by large gates. There'll be a couple, and they're heavily guarded by the Baron.
So is there another?
By the matching Baron guard. Yeah.
Is there another access gate to a different part of the city? Somewhere
Yeah,
else?
you're pretty sure if you follow any of the main roads, it'll lead to. There's clearly like roads that are more well traveled and straighter. Like you peek your head down one, and at the end you see the wall, and to you it doesn't make sense that the wall would, or the road would just end into the wall. Like you would assume there's a gate down there.
Now, do we know, or would my character know what kind of, papers or access you need to go from district to district?
Probably on the data slate that he read, maybe? No?
You wouldn't you might not know Reparo, but Nico, you would know that they use ID systems. Like what is it called? Basically, I forget the exact name of it, but it's basically a passport, and it's almost it's like
Multipass.
your ID. Yeah, it's multipass, and it's your ID, and it's used for everything. Like it says who you are, and if people lose this, like you don't exist.
Do we have such documents?
I don't believe any of you do.
I would say, okay, so we need to get through the gates. Gates are usually guarded by Baron guards of the districts. In order to get through, you need to have ID.
Right. One like our friend Jertz probably would have had.
Right. Well, he wouldn't have had one for here, I don't think. It was a PDF.
He'd have his military one, which
He
is
would
not
still
gonna
probably
help
have some kind of access, at least out of the district in one shape or form. No?
you. If you remember what they what we learned from last time, that the guard is here, they basically kicked out they basically annexed this particular district for their own use while they were dealing with the issues in the mine, and so they're not.
But would he then not need the access to leave these? They just don't care. They're the military. They just go wherever the fuck they want.
They can't go wherever the heck they want, but they don't have a reason to leave. Like,
okay,
they're hanging out in this district. That's where they're living temporarily.
Oh, so this entire mine is considered as part of this district? Because they would have to be leaving the district to get in and out of the city to get to the mine, would they not?
They can leave this district into the open pit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's other districts that would open up into the pit. You guys were able to get into this district with Jertz because the military's like annexed it, so he's just like there with me, and you guys come in.
But all I was asking is it possible for us to leave the city if we wanted to?
You could leave the city towards the mine, like.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, okay. That's what I was implying, that if we had to leave, I don't know if the military would just let us through their exit to the mine or whatever. Well, should we still try and meet up with this person? I am asking Nico.
I'd say we have to.
It does
How do
seem
we
to
get
be
there?
the best course of action. Did we get an address of any kind?
Said go to Rosemary in the city.
I raise an eyebrow. If I have any left.
I haven't been blown off.
Yeah.
I mean, the way these things work, it's usually like a bar.
So do we just go around and ask people if they know Rosemary? I'd imagine there'd be more than one Rosemary in the city.
What else was on the note? Was that it? Just that? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Come on, you know the Inquisitor is particularly vague with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, of course he is.
Son of a bitch. Well, these guys are trying to figure out how to leave the district. We're going to take a brief break, and we will be back in a few minutes. Tune in tomorrow on YouTube for more. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff, and we will see you in a bit. Thank you.